What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Bro, oh, editing Marso, play the clip back. Happen. No, but what I'm saying is he's putting himself in situations where that might happen. He might run up on the wrong black person one day. Just because of him doing this content. He is going to run up on the wrong black person one day. And it might not look good for him. That video was posted like a week or two ago. I did not think that things would escalate this fast. Now, first, we had those clips coming out of that person who used to be intimately involved with Chud the Builder, and she was a black woman, and all of that happened, which I was going to cover that originally. But within a couple hours after that happening, this happened. And oh my god, this shit is insane. This is crazy. But again, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like I said in the clip earlier, if he kept going like this, something bad was going to happen to him. Other YouTubers, other streamers, other content creators that do stuff not to this level, but who troll, who do dumb shit. I'm thinking of Jack Doherty, Vitaly, yada yada. All of these people, we've seen these same people play stupid games, keep playing those stupid games, and then get stupid prizes. So yeah. The only thing I'm surprised about is the fact that this happened so quickly. Like after the whole, like him getting exposed for being pegged and all of that stuff, which I've been seeing people say a lot of homophobic stuff about that. Like that shit is dead insane. But again, what I'm more surprised about is the fact that the time in which this happened, because that exposing happened, and then right after that, boom, this happens. But let's get into this video. Chud the Builder shot a black man and himself wait, this was outside a courthouse? Oh my actual god. Video by Omizi. Let's get into this, man. Let's go.
To him because they were pointing at me, they were laughing, they were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Well, it actually happened. This is breaking news. I was going to put another Chud the Builder video out today, but this one is definitely going to have to go on top of it. Chud the Builder has pew-pewed a man that he was in an altercation on the street with. And while doing so, he actually did.
And I think this just happened recently. I think the courts are now trying to charge him with like attempted murder. Shit brazy, man. Shit brazy.
Raise himself in the process. Now, I will say there's going to be a deeper dive into this video because there's so much to unpack, and I don't have all the details right now. I'm seeing a lot of things floating around on the internet, some of which claiming that the man himself is no longer with us.
Yeah, I don't
think
think that's
Chud
true.
did end his life. But I don't know what type of claims Chud is going to make in court with this defense team that he's going to have, if this man is, you know, no longer living or not. But based off of some of the stuff he was saying on stream before this incident, it seems as though he was kind of predicting a situation like this would happen, which would make things really, really tricky.
Yeah, I don't know how to convince you.
And that's another thing. Chud the Builder wasn't dumb in this sense. Like, he knew the type of content that he was doing, it was gonna result in some fuck shit happening. He was not dumb in this sense. I just wish he had the awareness to like stop it. But he doesn't want to, because it's again, this is a grift. Like this nigga is literally just doing this shit for money. Like it's brazy.
I'm literally a single guy with a camera. Somebody could come up and try to kill me right now. There's nothing I could do about it, but I'm protected by the Lord and I believe in his divine protection. Other than that.
But also I mean, it's more heightened by the fact that he's doing this stuff, but anybody random can just get murked walking on a sidewalk, and yeah, people, there are crazy people in this world that will do shit to anybody. So I'm not saying, oh yeah, he's doing this, so you know what I'm saying, like it was just automatically like, nah, like this can happen to anybody, but it's more heightened when you do shit like this.
literally a sitting duck.
Since his return to streaming, he had not changed pretty much anything that he had done about the way that he goes about making any sort of content. And now we're in a situation where, in an act of self-defense, there is himself, Chud the Builder, in the hospital because he grazed himself with a bullet, which I don't know how that's even possible.
Damn.
And also a man in an unknown condition at the time of the recording of this video. Pretty sure we'll probably have some clarification by the time it comes out. All of this to me marks the end-all defeat of a Chud the Builder. But for the most part, I've been screaming this from the rooftops. This type of antagonizing content is not gonna have some good result. It's never gonna end well. And Chud's return to streaming was doomed from the start anyway. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way.
And again, was I like championing this happening? No, or at least I didn't want that to happen, you know, in my videos and stuff like that. Like, I was not championing this happening, but I said that this would probably happen in some sort of form when you keep making content like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, this nigga is a racist, the yada yada, all that stuff. But I don't want to champion like, oh yeah, this is good that this happened to him. I mean, I hope that this happening to him teaches him a valuable lesson. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Saga isn't over with, and I need to get in on it. So get your popcorn ready, because we're doing Chud the Builder 90 times after this one. Now, back into the video. All right, we know who Chud is. No need to explain any backstory. He's the weirdo, racist streamer slash content creator who goes around antagonizing people, egging them on to say the most nonsensical things in the world and claiming that free speech is gonna save him. But what myself and other commentary channels have been trying to tell him is that free speech isn't just a pass to say anything, do
Freedom of speech does not absolve you from freedom of consequences. I've said that shit in a majority of the Chud the Builder videos that I've made. Yeah, it seems he didn't realize that until the end. not the end like he's dead or something, but legally, this shit is not looking good for bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they might give bro time. You know what I'm saying?
Anything, antagonize anybody.
This isn't like Texas where there's like a stand your ground law and shit like that. Like, this dude was throwing punches at him and he just immediately reached for the blick. You know what I'm saying? Now in Texas, you can do some shit like that and it'll probably be fine. But in Tennessee and other parts of the United States, fuck no. Fuck no.
It's really just a stupid way to build up your content and get a little bit of buzz on your name. Now, where we left off in the saga was Chud the Builder getting arrested for stealing dinner and then becoming a public nuisance, harassing people, resisting arrest, all these other things. Also breaking his bond agreement from the last time he got arrested. A criminal, a douchebag, a charlatan, all these different things. Coming out of that jail cell and jumping right on the live stream, you saw a change in the demeanor of Chud the Builder. Something spooked him in there, and he's realizing that the consequences of his actions are real.
They took me to a building that was not the jail. After they arrested me, they did not take me to the jail to book immediately. They took me to some building, then some dude in plain clothes gets out.
I have a feeling that these cops are probably gonna like question him and be like, are you a part of like this group or something? Like, say he's like part of like the Groypers or like a white supremacist movement. That's what I feel like these cops is gonna like ask him at some point, because they're looking at this dude's content. They brought him in for this shit. They're like, bro, what the fuck do you got going on?
Really a detective, and he takes me into the room in the back of the building, leaves me there for like an hour. He tells me that, oh, you know, the FBI is interested in talking to you. We're waiting on him. He comes in there. They sit down. He's like, okay, I'm with the anti-terrorist organization or whatever unit. He's talking to me, asking me questions, saying, are you with any organizations?
Yeah,
I'm like, organizations? I'm literally just a dude with a phone. Then he says, well, are you affiliated with the GDL? I'm like, what the is a GDL? Never even heard nothing like that. The Goyim Defense League.
Now, this wasn't just some sort of simple arrest. Chud the Builder bypasses the neighborhood booking and gets upscaled to the FBI and some sort of major interrogation. Now, probably because, I don't know, he couldn't read the room for the past couple of years, Chud the Builder had to have realized that there's been a collective of, you know, provocateurs, groups of people who are anti-this, anti-that, anti-black, Jew, gay.
Yeah, and again, I feel like what happened with Chud the Builder is he saw a lot of these like racist grifters online getting money, and he didn't know that there were actual people in real life that like dead ass hate niggas, that like dead ass want to kill minorities. that dead ass have terrorist attacks or are planning terrorist attacks against minorities, gay people, Hispanic people, black people, Asians, POCs, all of that. Again, I don't think Chud realizes the severity of what he's doing and what people kind of box him in as because of what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people who saw Chud probably didn't just think that he was just some racist grifter or just some racist streamer. They probably thought, oh, this nigga might be one of them, bro. He might be a part of that Triple K movement.
These things that have been growing in the United States. And this is part of the reason why his whole free speech gimmick falls apart. Sure, you can say things in a vacuum, I guess, but not realizing that there are tons of others that share those sentimentalities. You're gonna get lumped in, just like you kind of lump in people and put them in a group and in a collective. So quickly into that FBI investigation, they accused Chud the Builder of being a part of an organization or a group. Now, I had to look it up, but the GDL is basically a group of white supremacists that are provocateurs in the space that go around spreading anti-Semitic rhetoric, and they do public stunts basically. So they go in public, make a mockery of people, wear certain costumes and clothing, try to provoke people in the public space. Similar to what Chud actually does.
Chud the Builder does.
Realize that while the internet is rewarding him for these clips that he's putting out, which they're really not, to be quite honest with you, they aren't. He's gonna chud around and find out, because real life people don't take this stuff lightly. And it's not just the average everyday person that you run up on at a gas station or while walking down the street. Now the legal system is involved with you. Even if you got out of this situation.
And now the FBI, the cops, they're gonna be watching the fuck out of his streams if they weren't already, bruh. So now, if this legal situation does like boil over or like calm down, and then Chud the Builder comes back to streaming, yeah, he's gonna have to realize at some point there's always somebody in the government or part of the police force that is watching this nigga's content day in and day out.
Which he does, because he ultimately doesn't, get detained for being a part of this group here. Your name is on a watch list, buddy. They know about you, and they are looking at your every move. Let's be clear. They're watching your streams as we speak going forward. It's not a joke anymore. That character that you're trying to play isn't landing, and it looks like it's wearing on you. Also, in the return stream, the energy of Chud felt off. He kept saying that nothing affects him, nothing impacts him, he's fine and he's dandy.
Well, I don't feel so defeated. I'm just tired. I'm not defeated about any of it, anything that you guys know about yet.
But the bomb that he drops really reveals the real life consequences of when you pose yourself as being one of these dickheads on the internet. My mama always told me that you are a representation of everybody else that shares your last name or your image or your likeness. I have a brother on social media named Legend of Winning, and
I don't know if I really believe in that statement. I feel like you're a representation of yourself. Most people on the internet don't know your family or know what your family looks like and shit like that. So I feel like when it comes to at least the internet, but also real life too, you're a representation of yourself first, period.
If he or I do something bad, it always comes back to bite one another in the butt. That's why it's fairly important to keep our names clean. Chud the Builder doesn't realize.
But I will say, at least on the internet, if people know your family members, or like in Omizi's case, like his brother is Low, Legend of Winning. So anytime Omizi's in a controversy, he kind of gets roped into it. When Low was in those controversies and they were talking about him cheating or whatever, Omizi was kind of roped into it. Like, people were saying stuff about it in his comments about videos that were completely unrelated to what was happening. So yeah, I guess in an internet way, once people know, like, oh, this is your family member, or oh, this is someone you're close to, I guess.
That though, he doesn't realize the actions that he has on the internet will have real world implications. Up until now, where he gets disowned from his family.
I might as well just tell you what I'm really upset about. My son's mother texted me today saying that she wants to change his name, switch it from mine. She fears for him. She's like, oh, you tarnished your name, and I don't want him to have to deal with that. And I'm sitting there thinking,
to be fair. Okay. Now I'm starting to see Omizi's point. Hold on. Mind changing in real time. But I'm starting to see Omizi's point now a little bit, because I'm guessing either his son showed the mom the streams, or his mom found out the streams on social media and was like, what the genuine fuck is wrong with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? And she felt some sort of way, or the son felt some sort of way, and now we're here. And I can't feel bad for this nigga. Sucks to suck, bruh. Maybe don't be a racist piece of shit.
Walk through the streets and respectable people are literally stopping their cars in the road to shake my hand. I'm walking past people that want to take a picture every second, and the only people that don't
why is he making this sound like, oh, I'm just a good Samaritan celebrity? You are going around trying to rage bait black people, and black people specifically. Do we gotta bring up the streams of you specifically going into hoods to look for black people to rage bait? Every time you're in the city, I think he's in Nashville. Anytime you're in the city, you're looking specifically for black people to rage bait? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? You are not this good Samaritan, bro. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. That is essentially what you are. You are a bitch.
That are trying to kill me. She's more racist than I am, is the funny thing. She's not some. They always want to make bullshit up.
Do you know how much of a douchebag you have to be in order for your presumably racist, at least as Chud said, baby's mother to disown you and your last name because of the stuff that you're putting out on the internet? How you're getting publicly ousted and publicly
I didn't even know that this nigga had a kid. That's so crazy. Imagine your father being Chud the fucking builder. Oh my God.
That's got to be some of the most embarrassing stuff in the world. If your digital footprint ever gets like that, you should probably reconsider doing your job or doing whatever the fuck you are doing. I don't know. This is so weird. And Chud is like befuddled here because he can debate everybody else, right? He can debate the police. He can debate the platforms. He can debate the people on the street, but he can't debate a mother trying to protect their child. You can call it whatever you want, but when the backlash and ramifications are coming to somebody else who is loosely adjacent to you, then you seriously should sit down and look in the mirror. Now, for what it's worth, he still doesn't really get it. Towards the end of that segment, he actually
I'm starting to see OBZ's point more and more, bro. I might take back what I said earlier, bro. I might
blame off of himself.
I still believe in it.
He's just walking down the street being a respectable man, and that his baby's mother is the one that's a coward because she's a woman.
She's not a fucking liberal or anything. She's just a woman. They're all cowards, and I get it.
Of course he thinks this way, bro. God damn it. Oh Lord, bro. Ain't nothing like racism with a little bit of red pill bullshit and misogyny, of course. She's a woman, so she's a coward automatically. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, they don't understand what it means to be at war. I try not to.
You put yourself in this, bro. What the fuck? Even if you weren't in war, you voluntarily put yourself in this war, bro. You literally put your foot across the line and was like, hell yeah, I'm standing here. Yeah, I'm in war. Nigga, you put yourself there. You put yourself in war.
This exposes how defeated that he is. He's really just making up a bunch of excuses as to why he is the one putting his life in this situation right now. So Chud can say that he is not defeated all that he wants, but when your family/child's mother is taking away the last name of your child, the thing that you're supposed to share, your claim to fame here, then it looks like the content is already beating you, buddy. It looks like you're already defeated. I can tell by the tears that are about to come up off of your face. And now that Chud the Builder is weaker than he's ever been, the internet is going to do what the internet starts to do. They're going to dig and they're going to dig and they're going to dig. Problem is that Chud is going to give them as much ammo as possible. This is where we introduce Chud's bedroom behavior.
And this is exactly why, if you're oh, me is going to get into what I was talking about earlier in the intro. But this is why if you're a racist, shoot any person for real with takes that harm individuals, harm minorities, shit like that, you better make sure your fucking internet presence is squeaky clean. You better make sure your fucking digital footprint is kosher, because if it ain't, people gonna find some shit, i.e. what they found out about Chud getting cranked from the back. You know what I'm saying? Which, nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that inherently. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing a lot of people saying homophobic stuff about it though. Like even some people who are on the quote unquote good side of being like, oh yeah, what Chud the Builder is doing is bad. I've even seen people like that saying homophobic stuff, and it's just like, no, nah, you gotta chill on that, bruh. You gotta chill on that.
Now, I'm not one that is to shame what people do in between them sheets and behind closed doors. We all like something different, you know what I'm saying? We all like something a little bit of strange. But what makes this so interesting is that for somebody who has posed themselves to be this big, aggressive, macho man, free speech type of dude, you would never think that he was hanging around somebody named Lily Venus. What does she call herself?
So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick.
And you would never,
type shit.
I mean, never think
shit.
that he would get into some of the stuff that she is claiming that he gets into.
Well, he's not lying. I already
She
told
out here
y'all
throwing
we
that
used to smoke,
motherfucker.
used to sell weed. And we did raw dog a lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret.
Yo, the Bob Marley poster right next. Wait, hold on. Was this taken at her crib? Anyway, and Twin got on the goddamn Angelina the ballerina dress. Holy. And it isn't funny that he was wearing this or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, people go and dress how they want to dress. What's funny is how ironic this is. The man who prides himself on being this macho man, this type of dude, but whole time a couple years ago, this was him. This was him. You know what I'm saying? This was him. The irony is funny.
Perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick. I have not fucked Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest.
Oh nah, she said this nigga was making it clap like Soulja Boy. Oh.
way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now,
I fuck with her
first
shirt,
fucked
bruh.
him, he was
I wanna know where
virgin,
she got her shirt
and
from.
I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been fucked since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy.
Oh,
I
wow.
got you, but you don't have to fucking cap. Like, if you're gonna say that we fucked, say the whole truth, okay?
Now, for what it's worth, these are all allegations. Although this woman does know very, very intimate details about Chud the Builder. And for what it's worth, Chud the Builder himself or his cameraman or his team or whatever the case may be have linked Chud the Builder with this woman. So, you know, we're calling it an allegation, but he's even at least a little bit supporting some of the claim here. This allegation makes the character and the facade of Chud the Builder look so false. It looks like it's sitting on a freshly dunked Oreo ready to crumble. This is a contradiction. How does such a mighty masculine man do the bending, as Janet Jackson would say?
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and
This
then
was a
turn
crazy
around
ass
and let
movie.
a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
So you was
So
doing the
you
bending?
doing the bending?
Now people, even those that were supporting Chud the Builder, are starting to question him and his validity. Now he doesn't look just racist, he looks performative in all of this. Was all of this true? Was it a stunt to become somebody bigger and more famous in this space? And ultimately, at what cost? Now, you're known as the guy that's doing the bending, or you're bending in this situation for Lily Venus. And you can see the lack of seriousness that people are taking him when he comes back for his first IRL return stream. First of all, I think it's important to note that he did not learn an absolute thing after being detained.
Oh, he came on that he came back on that motherfucker like the Shade did after that whole situation, bruh. I still can't believe that shit, bro. He came back after getting exposed for what happened 2-3 years ago. He slapped that John. He came back on stream playing whoop that trick. Knowledge is chasing that nigga, but this nigga is 10 times faster, bruh. Goddamn.
Question for being on this list or in this organization or whatever the case may be. He's going back to being good old Chud the Builder that everybody knows and hates on the internet.
Think, is it www? Why the fuck would you send me a link that doesn't work? Bro, I need a real manager that's not a fucking Yeah, that link doesn't work. Good job. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not fucking doing this. Yeah, TTS not working. It's not gonna work. Get somebody who knows how to do what the fuck they're supposed to do. Take a second to add the TTS link. Yeah, I go to add it. It's fucking not even a link.
He can't even handle a simple issue without doing some sort of public meltdown. It shows how fragile Chud the Builder actually really is. But I don't think that the meltdown was the biggest takeaway from me when he returned to live streaming. It was actually the reception that he got from the people on the street. His name is out there. The word is out and everybody knows about who he is. So they're not entertaining
And that's
the
another
conversation.
thing, public perception. He was doing all these IRL streams in the hood, in the city, everywhere in Tennessee, just looking for black people to antagonize. And he didn't think that this was gonna garner a reputation. Not to mention when Chud the Builder was in his quote unquote infancy, when he was just blowing up, nigga, you lost your job. Like you lost your job, you lost certain parts of your business, you lost a lot of shit. You ain't think that like motherfuckers was gonna start knowing? Like, come on, man.
As they once were. They're just insulting him, not falling for the rage bait, and honestly keeping it pushing because they are so done with Chud the Builder. Everybody is done with Chud the Builder.
What up, guys?
You a bitch, bro. Nah, I don't want to dab you up.
Fuck you, man.
I want to dab
Pussy
you
ass
up.
white boy.
All right, bro.
Yeah, go
whatever.
fucking suck a big black
You
dick.
claim to be a Christian, though. You claim to be a Christian, though.
Yeah, don't square up with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm
Yeah,
17.
little
I still
bitch
beat your ass, bro.
Come over here and say
I just
that
got
again.
committed to fucking.
Are you threatening bodily harm? You might watch out, kid.
I've been back.
Threatening bodily harm again.
Shave that beard. Shave that little ass mustache you got. You look like a pussy. Straight pussy. No, what was that shit that got leaked to you with you with the fucking filters on
Which
looking like a
AI
little
pick
bitch?
you like? Which
AI pick?
Which one is your
That was
favorite?
not AI.
Which one's your favorite?
That was not AI.
Talk about a no.
When talking about some that shit AI, he deflected. He deflected. Oh man, I probably should not even call this nigga twin. Ugh. Ew, Chud the Builder. Yuck.
Frontal lobe.
All right.
That arrest was supposed to serve as some sort of warning to Chud the Builder that people are no longer going to tolerate or put up with or accept the type of nonsense that he puts out into the public ethos. And that was supposed to help him change his content, change his mind.
And you know what's so crazy? I feel like Chud the Builder went into this whole like racist grift kind of thing, being like, "Oh, this shit's gonna change my life. I'm gonna start making a hell of a lot more money," shit like that. Nigga, this shit has made his life worse. He got arrested on multiple occasions. His life has been threatened on multiple occasions. This nigga is losing his family as we speak. And now he's potentially getting arrested for attempted murder. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Did you think that this was the life you were gonna live, Chud?
do something a little bit differently. But ultimately, it's not working. It's falling flat. And if he didn't get it from those people in the jail cell, if he's not getting it from the people on the street that now aren't falling for the gimmick, aren't falling for the rage bait or whatever the case may be, he probably should be getting it from people who even looked at, you know, supporting him or using him as some sort of content turning against him as well. Adin Ross is somebody who we know loves the provocateurs. He loves to get these racist people on these streams and, you know, have them either entertain the audience or be crazy on stream so he can get a bunch of views, or invite him to his brand risk boxing event. But now even Adin Ross is out on Chud the Builder.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. On Twitter, there was a page that were hating on me, bro. They were mad at me that I was trying to get him on brand.
Chud was gonna fight Chud the Builder. Type shit. Hold on, these niggas both have the same similar build, bruh. That is dead ass crazy.
Get him on brand risk. Come on, homie. You're a businessman.
But
this is about entertainment.
But
find a nigga that want to fight him.
But no, you're not.
Austin White also had like a response video for this whole Chud the Builder thing, like attacking black people. I don't know if I'm gonna react to that, but if I do, I feel like this nigga's gonna say bullshit. But
Understanding, like, the black Twitter is mad at me for trying to get him on brand risk.
Well, they wasn't mad when King Von and Lil Durk was on $1 million mouth worth of game, and they were serial killers.
Listen, I'm reading this page. Every time a hardcore anti-black racist person appears, Adin Ross promotes and
both are
elevates
bad,
them.
obviously.
Nick Fuentes, Gypsy Crusader, and now he's trying to do it with Chud, the loser.
Well, every time they get one of them old killing ass niggas that done killed somebody, been to prison and hurt people, they elevate them. So what's the difference?
Okay, but do you think he's doing it in a provocative way?
So what? I do it in a provocative way when I say fuck your dead baby, bitch ass nigga. Fuck your hood. Fuck old block. Fuck King Von. I do it in a provocative way.
I feel like, do you think he's going out in person, getting drunk and baiting?
Yeah, nigga, it's like, why not do it? You see how much attention he's getting.
Now, ultimately, I do believe that Aiden Ross is going to have him on the live stream because it's Aiden Ross at the end of the day. But this is going to show, the second guessing that is, that people are recognizing how much of a brand risk it is to have Chud on there. No pun intended. Yeah. How much of a liability it's going to be. And this can ultimately be detrimental to your business. And I do think that it says a lot when even Aiden Ross is reconsidering, somebody who has no problem with having these types of people on the platform. And that means you've got to be doing something right or wrong, I guess. Now, of course, he's still going to have some sort of supporters in the space. Myron from Fresh and Fit loves this guy. He thinks the bee's knees.
Of course he does.
And even Sneeko is coming to his defense and aid as well. Just on their knees.
Of course he does, bro. The two dick suckers, bro.
If you see this clip, bro, look, man, all these motherfuckers hate you. They're looking for something to go after you with. So you just got to be on point, bro. And
they're looking for something to, they're looking for something. Yo, they're looking for something for you to go after. Hold on, run that back, bro.
Look, man, all these motherfuckers hate you. They're looking for something to go after you with. So you just
they're looking for something to go after you with. Is this not the same thing Chud the Builder's doing? This nigga is actively looking for black people to antagonize, intimidate, all of that shit. How can you recognize that when people are doing it to Chud and not when he's doing it to other people? Like if we're gonna equal playing field this shit, then call out Chud for purposely going for and antagonizing black people. Like what are we doing, bro?
Be on point, bro. And I'm not saying that on some hating shot. I actually want to see him win. I actually think he's hilarious. I think it's funny. And quite frankly, watching all these fucking get so butthurt over a word goes to show the problems in the black community. Like, they'll sit there and be willing to risk it all, lose their life over somebody saying, like, really, bro?
Like the word.
Again, this shit ain't just a word. Words have meaning. And again, in the same sentence, bro, oh my God, bro. I have to use this example every time, bro. But if somebody walked up to your mom and called her a bitch, a smooth bitch, while you were in the vicinity, what are you doing? Most people are answering, I'm going to press that nigga out. Oh, but you can. You want to know why? Because with your same logic, it's just a word. But also, with these same people, if you were to call them a bitch IRL, like if Myron was to get called a bitch IRL, he would probably try to stand on business and like press the person out that was calling them a bitch. Again, just a word. By your same logic, just a word. But guess what? Just like how that's not a word, the N-word isn't just a word. These things have meaning. These things have history. Period.
Remember when you couldn't say for so many years and now everybody says it again? Because you're not going to call a you call somebody stupid when they're acting like a who said that, Steve Carell in The Office. It's true. You don't say it to be hurtful. Every other word can be like that too. Do people see what I'm saying? By getting this upset at that word, you're giving it power. You're attributing a lot of meaning and hurt and emotion to it. You're allowing this to control you, and it's just a word. At the end of the day, it is just a word.
Now, for what it's worth, we all knew that these two numbskulls would be on his side, but I think you should probably say to yourself, if you're Chud the Builder, like, is it a good thing that Sneeko and Myron are the ones that are, hyping me up? Is that really a good thing? I don't know. Especially if at the end of the day, these people aren't going to help you in your IRL situations. Myron and Sneeko have nothing for your baby's mother changing your child's name. All they're going to do is get on their platforms and talk about, oh, that's crazy. Women are this, women are that, and the third. And your child's not going to have a new last name. Like, ultimately, their words are just words as well. They're not going to do anything to actually help you. When the FBI moves you up on the list of white supremacist provocateurs, they're not going to be there for you in that type of support. It might extend some words, but again, words are just words. I think the aftermath of Chud's arrest is just proving the original point that the content isn't worth it. I don't care what nobody says. Once you leave
Never
the
worth
internet,
it.
it stops being entertainment. Chud came back trying to act like he survived all of the controversy, but you can't hide it in your face, gang. Everybody around you is saying the opposite. The police are asking deeper questions. Your family is turning against you. Your past is being dragged up. It's
This nigga's whole
really,
world's
really
falling
genuinely
apart.
speaking not looking good. And this isn't even because I'm anti what you're saying. This is just an objective fact. If you are doing dumb shit that's gonna cost the people in your immediate life off the internet when you log off, you know, connection and it's gonna have real life consequences, then what the fuck are you doing it for? To have fun and for free speech? Again, is there no other way to have fun and get off your free speech takes? It's stupid, gang. It's the stupidest thing in the world.
Nico and Myron are talking about, oh, they're getting hurt by just the word. They're getting hurt by just the word. Again, why is Chud going out and purposely saying this shit to black people? Because he knows deep down in his heart, it is not just a word. Oh my God. And Sneeko and I would say they know it in their heart, but they're so fucking stupid and long gone. I don't even think it's in them no more. But Chud knows deep down that these words antagonize, get people mad, yada yada, and he intentionally goes to these places and looks for black people. Like, what are we talking about here, man? But yeah, I don't really feel bad for what's happening. His life is gonna keep going down in shambles. We're gonna keep covering it, and yeah, you play stupid games and you win even more stupid prizes. Period. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say besides that. Chud the Builder, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Anybody who follows you, they're an idiot. And anybody who continues to follow you, especially after this situation and the recent situations that came out, idiot as well. You know what I'm saying? But love y'all so much. Marso Mafia the gang, Marso Mob the squad, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.